right, hello, wine-drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday. And, man, we're always happy to see our friends from Champagne, especially these small family-owned producers, these non-negotiants. Even though these guys do buy a little bit of grapes just for the Grand Reserve, everything else they make come from their family's vineyards, and these are seventh-generation family in Champagne here. So we're going to be doing some events with the Gonets. One of the daughters lives down here in the Grove for the next year or so. So these are some incredible champagnes. And the first one, the Brut Rosé, is a blend of still red wine. You can make rosé champagne a couple of different ways. It's got 10% Pinot Noir, 90% Chardonnay from Ménil, which is where the Gonet family's been for 7 generations. 23 hectares, 11 communes represented here. And this wine, the base juice is 2011, and most of their wines have about 7 grams of residual sugar in them, so on the dry side. And they have the disgorgement date on the label. I love full disclosure when the champagne houses tell you exactly how old their product is. This one was disgorged in September 24th, 2015 to be more exact, and 2/3, 2 to 3. There's 90%, or sorry, 70% one vintage, 2011, and then the 30% are reserve wines that go into this wine. This wine's got a lovely bouquet here, lots of kind of blood orange citrus, raspberry, strawberry fruit, that chalky minerality that is champagne, some ginger spice and rose petals, smooth and creamy on the tongue, and a zesty strawberry raspberry fruit here with that lovely minerality showing through on the finish. Excellent juice at 73.50. The Gonet Grand Reserve, a blend of 60-30-10, Chardonnay mostly, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier, disgorged in July of 2015, and it's a mixture of all the vineyard sources that they own, and in some vintages, they purchase fruit. You know, you have variation every year in quantity and quality, so they leave the door open for this wine. This is the fruitiest of all these champagnes that they make, and this wine, after it opens up, starts to get a lovely honeyed character to it, lovely fresh green apple, lemon, citrus fruit, and that lovely minerality, white flowers, and rich and layered on the tongue, a lovely smooth creamy texture here with a lovely tingly minerality and a touch of that honey on the finish there. All right, up next, the Blanc de Blanc Signature, which is from Les Milles sur Ogier, and pretty nose here. It's got like a fresh bread dough along with white flowers, lemon drop candy, disgorged 5 of 2016, so very fresh. 70% of the juice is 2012 and the rest Vin de Reserve. Some nice almond nutty notes coming out, a little herbal spicy character as this wine opens up. Wonderful richness on the palate. I love Blanc de Blanc champagnes for that reason. Kind of a green Jolly Rancher kind of fruit, smooth creamy texture, white flowers and light ginger spice on the end. Then the Blanc de Blanc Extra Brut 3210, aged for 3 years. That's what the 3 stands for. 2 terroirs and 0 dosage. So disgorged in June of 2016. This is Extra Brut, meaning there is no dosage here, or less than 4 grams per liter. And lovely tropical notes, kind of a laser sharp, chalky minerality here, showing a little bit more iodine than 50-50, the Montu and Les Ménil vineyards they use for this cuvee. Kind of a green lime zest, apple, kind of a cocoa nutmeg note coming out as this wine opens up. Very exotic and very rich. A good amount of that salinity here on the finish. Lovely bright fruit with layers of minerality on the. Just an excellent example of Blanc de Blanc. I am not so much into the Extra Brut style, but with the right fruit, with the right foods, these wines really shine. All right, the Gonet Roy Soleil, which this is 100% Chardonnay from Ménil. This is commemorating the Sun King, Louis XIV, in homage to him. And this wine has a lovely richness here. Let me tell you, even better on the second day. The one mistake people make with champagne is they serve it ice cold and drink it down within 15 minutes after opening it. This wine needed some time to open, much better, and after it had several hours in the glass. This wine sees a little bit of new oak also, not a lot, a fourth, and they ferment it in oak and concrete, but a lovely richness here. Candied grapefruit, a hint of vanilla cream, and that distinct seashell minerality really shining as this wine opens up. Just big and powerful on the palate. This wine opened up really nicely, like I said, needs some time. Wonderful intensity. You could keep this wine for a while, a long finish. And that's what we had to drink with our friends from Champagne Gonet. Philip Gonet, I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.